What great visuals. I mean, terrible event, the most destructive tornado in Utah history right there. And you got to see the video, which a lot of people don't have archived. So thank you for sharing that with us tonight. Amazing. It really was. It was an EF2. It was an EF2 tornado. And as we take a look, I want to show you the path. 8 miles long, 200 miles wide. It started at 1142 near Pacific Avenue and Concord Street. Now, it went through Rio Grande, and Craig took you through all of the places that saw damage. The Delta Center, one of them. This was a sad event, losing a life as we were setting up that booth for outdoor retailers. And as you continue to see, this was on the ground long enough to get to the LDS Conference Center, where 4 people were injured in total, more than 100 people injured from this tornado. Extensive damage at Memory Grove. There were so many trees that estimated damage was over $170 million in damage. An EF2 packs winds between 113 and 157 miles per hour. So incredibly, incredible event. And 26 years later, we're still talking about it as that storm ripped through the area. Trees were uprooted all along the Capitol. 34 totaled homes. All right, we go to present day, where we have quiet conditions 26 years later. I'm sure some of you are remembering exactly what happened that day. And tonight, a bit of a different story. A calm. Meg Roberts catching this one from Salt Lake. A beautiful sunset after a lovely Monday. You know, we had temperatures that were below average for the weekend, and it was due to our northerly flow, dry conditions out there. Those northerly winds keep our temperatures at bay. Time-lapse video coming from Ivins, where they hit, I believe, 108 today. Gorgeous sunset. Sun officially went down at 8:31. 92 for that high in Salt Lake. We squeaked out 2 more degrees. 93 is the average. We were close to seasonal norms. Tomorrow will be a different story. 90s on the eastern side of the state. 106 for that high in St. George. Our 24-hour temperature change just really gives us the heads up that that warming trend is underway. A ridge of high pressure building back. But here's something that's different. Subtle changes with the potential of some moisture in the forecast for the latter half of the work week. Okay, we could see some storms, and it's been a while, 37 days to be exact. Last time Salt Lake saw measurable moisture, it was the 4th of July. Look at these numbers coming out of Cedar City and St. George. The 20th through the 22nd of July, that was when southern Utah saw their last meager moisture. As we look at the big picture here, it shows our high pressure clockwise flow with our northerly winds. That's where we're getting that from. As the high kind of moves, it's going to build overhead Utah for the next 2 days. We're going to see those temperatures spike. Above average heat is coming. Triple-digit potential for the Wasatch Front. Really hot down south. Okay, we're going to watch as that high pulls east. It will open the door for an uptick in monsoon moisture, which means isolated storms could be possible Thursday and Friday. As that low crosses through, could keep some active things going on into Saturday. So a bit of a change in the pattern with some monsoon moisture. We're going to see more cloud cover. That's going to impact temperatures. Let's get through the futurecast, forewarning you for dry conditions for your Tuesday. But then as we head into Wednesday, we start to get some high base thunderstorms, gusty winds possible in south central Utah and in the West Desert by Wednesday afternoon. And then here we are by 6 p.m. in the evening. So we have those conditions kind of staying unsettled Wednesday into Thursday. Forewarning you now, that's going to be a change that you're going to notice. Temperatures in the mid-90s for the Wasatch Front, upper 90s for Moab, 108 in St. George. Look at the next 7 days in Washington County. Peak heating Wednesday, 110. Isolated storms by Friday. More cloud cover will cool temperatures to the upper 90s. Here's the Wasatch Front, triple-digit potential. That would be our 6th triple-digit day of the season. 90s with isolated storm potential Thursday and Friday. Looks like that would be gusty winds and lightning. We'll keep an eye on it and keep you forewarned. Brian, we'll send it back over to you.